Rock Whitley Library. I'm Vicki Fleshour, and today my husband Mark and I are going to show you how to make steak sliders on the grill, and we're also going to use the Blackstone flat top griddle to saute some onions up. So we'll get started with that. The sliders are made with skirt steak, and the spice of the month this month is garlic powder, and we're going to incorporate that into the onions. So we'll get back with you in a minute and get this started. Okay.
Put some oil down on the flat top. We're going to throw our onions down.
And they're two Vidalia onions that we sliced up and put a little salt on them so they would start sweating.
Then we'll put some water on them. Not much of it. So that's all for that.
Okay, we'll get the steak going and we'll come back and show you that. The onions are going to take about 20 minutes or so to sweat and caramelize and become a nice golden color.
We'll put a tablespoon of olive oil in here. And then we're going to do some balsamic vinegar.
You see Buster's making an appearance today. He heard his name. Buster! There he is. Our sidekick companion for cooking. We have a tablespoon of butter and a tablespoon of balsamic vinegar. And then our garlic powder is going to go in there. And some brisket rub. Oh, Mark already put the brisket rub on there. If you don't have brisket rub, it's just salt, pepper, and garlic. But we're going to add a little bit more garlic. We're using garlic powder, which I said earlier is the spice of the month. There's the garlic powder. And also a tablespoon of brown sugar. So you can see those are starting to caramelize. Mark's going to come back here in a second and mix it up. And like I said, this is going to take probably 20 minutes. If you're doing it on the stove, you could just do it on in a skillet and cook it on medium to medium low until your onions start to caramelize and become a nice golden color. And then this is going to go on our sliders along with some shredded Monterey Jack cheese. We got this recipe from Malcom Reed and his YouTube channel. We've kind of modified it a little bit to become our own. We added the garlic. So we'll come back in a little bit and check on these onions some more. So here's just a little shot of the different types of garlic that are available to purchase out there. I don't have a garlic bulb right now for garlic cubes, but we have some minced garlic here that I get at Sam's or Costco. You can also get it at Kroger or your local grocery store. And I use that a lot in place of the clove of garlic. It's already minced up in there. And then we also have dried minced garlic. We have garlic powder and we have garlic salt. And they all have their own uses. Garlic powder, you can use in anything. Garlic salt, of course, has salt in it. But those are just some of the types of garlic that are available. So we're going to go back over and check on our onions here in a minute. The onions are coming along really nicely. They're getting browned, caramelized. So we'll keep those going and come back and check on them again in a little bit.
I put some salt, pepper, and garlic on the skirt steak. And then we did some brisket rub from Thundering Longhorn. I think we got this at Kroger. Not quite sure, it's been a while. And we're just patting it in. Getting ready to do the other side and throw it up on our grill because our onions are almost done, and we're going to have to get this cooked, and then we're going to slice it and get it ready.
Our skirt steak today came from Aldi's and it's not quite 2 pounds. We'll be right back.
We put the skirt steak on, so I'm going to keep it on this side for about 2 minutes and flip it again.
And what is the grill on? What temperature?
What about 450? I can
So
get up to 5.
The skirt steak is really thin and it's not going to take very long to cook, a couple minutes on each side. So we'll come back when we flip it over.
I just flipped it over. We'll probably be flipping it a couple more times. We just did the other side, try to get a good sear on that seasoning, and we'll keep flipping until it's done. We're cutting the meat against the grain in some nice slices here.
You want to kind of almost slice it at a flat angle so it's thin, and
This is probably medium rare, but it'll cook. It's going to cook more
because we're going to layer it on these King's Hawaiian rolls with the cheese and the onions, and then put it back on the grill till the cheese melts.
for about 15 minutes maybe.
So we're going to continue slicing this meat up, and then we'll come back and show you how to assemble this.
So we're going to layer this up, and some of it's medium, some of it's medium rare, some of it's a little rare, so a little bit of everything in here. It'll cook up. It's got to sit 15 minutes. It's got to go for 15 minutes for
Everything to come together and caramelize.
come together.
Get the cheese melted. That's looking pretty good. What do you think, Buster? You think it looks pretty good too, don't you? Buster approved. And in here we have some mayo mixed with some cocktail sauce. It comes close to what Malcom uses on his channel, How to Barbecue Right. So now we're going to layer on the onions. And the recipe will be in the description, as always. And like we said, that's 2 onions that we chopped up. They were smaller ones, so that's why we did 2. You could just do 1 big one too. And then we've got some cheese. It's shredded Monterey Jack. don't have to use all of that. That's a 16 or an 8-ounce block that I shredded up. Let me just spread it out over there. And then does this go on now?
Yep.
Okay. I'll put that on. So you just want to spread some of this over the top of that. It's going everywhere. And I really didn't measure anything. I just did a couple dollops of mayonnaise or Dukes. I used Dukes. And some drizzled. I drizzled in some cocktail sauce.
You could spice it up if you want, or
Yeah, you could use sriracha or anything like that too. So we're gonna do that,
that'd be good, Tuff.
and then we can scoot it over. Well, maybe. And we're just gonna leave it right there, probably. I would just leave it there. So I covered a foil grill pan with 2 layers of foil for this to go on to the grill. So Mark's gonna put that on the grill, and then we'll come back and show you the finished product. Mark's gonna brush the top of it with some melted butter that I mixed some garlic powder and onion powder into. You can see the cheese is starting to get soft. We'll come back and baste it again probably in a little bit.
Done.
Our steak sliders are coming along. The cheese is melting and the tops of the buns are getting toasty. So we'll be taking it off here in a couple minutes.
So we're gonna slice up. We took them off, let them rest for a few. Let's see how we did here. First time ever making them.
They look really good and they smell good.
Buster's over here looking like I'm ready for something to
look
fall.
at Buster. Hey Buster. You ready for some brisket or for some skirt steak slider, aren't you? We had brisket last week. I have brisket on my mind.
It ain't cut.
Does it just pull it apart, baby? There you go.
It's hot.
Okay. Mark will do a taste test here.
Give me a fork, please.
Okay. See how it tastes.
Mm-hmm.
Is that good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll have to taste it. Let's see what these taste like. Oh, that was yummy. I think this is a keeper. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the library's YouTube channel, excuse me. And we'll be back next month with another new video. Bye-bye.